Hello again and welcome back. Welcome to a new program, program number 176, class number 176. 20 classes we are starting, the first of the last 20 classes of this program. Finally, oh my God, I'm going to finish this. My job is over. Cuando yo termine esto, se acabó. Because, for me, I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to break out the champagne. To break is romper, claro. To break out es como salir evadido de una cárcel, boom. But the expression, con champán, abrir el champán, bam, we say to break out. I'm going to break out the champagne and I'm going to celebrate with Maria and with the rest of the people because my job is over. My job is finished. Because when I finish with you, simultaneously, I will finish with the other two as well. También. As well. Oh, two. I'll finish with the others too. Which means my job is over. Finished. Your job, no. Your job is far from over. Your job is only beginning. I'm sorry to tell you, but it's true. But I truly recommend, I strongly recommend that you continue with your English, making an effort day in, day out, again and again, every day, every week, because al final paga dividendos muy valiosos, very high dividends. It does. Not only professionally for potential opportunities, but personally, for your own satisfaction and for the working your brain. Los que saben dos idiomas no se les atrofia el cerebro jamás, okay? Es imposible, working with two languages. Okay, let's begin with a review of class 175, and then we'll start fresh on class number 176. Camera number 1, please. Okay. In front of, behind, next to, opposite. In front of, behind, next to, opposite. Okay, behind is fácil, detrás. Okay, detrás. Okay. I parked my car behind Maria's. Aparqué mi coche detrás del de María. I parked my car behind Maria's. Lo contrario, I parked my car in front of Maria's. Justo delante. El morro del coche de María y el mío aquí, in front of Maria's. No, necesariamente así. Da igual. In front of is delante de. Now, I parked my car next to Maria's, next to, al ladito. I parked my car next to Maria's. And finally, I parked my car opposite Maria's. Opposite puede ser enfrente, se ve enfrente. A lo mejor cruzando una calle. En inglés americano solemos decir on the opposite side of the street or across the street. I parked my car on the opposite side of the street from Maria's, or I parked my car on the other side of the street. On the other side of the street, yes. In front of, behind, next to, opposite. In front of, behind, next to, opposite, parked. Okay. Now, ask me if I know what my name is. Excuse me. Ask me if I know what my name is. Richard, do you know what your name is? Yes, I know what my name is. Well, what is it? My name is Richard. Ya lo sabías, you said it, yeah? Now, ask me if I have, well, do you know if I have a house in the country? No, I don't know if you have a house in the country. Well, ask me. Do you have a house in the country? No, I don't. Do you know if I have a house in the center of Madrid? I think I know, but I'm not sure. No, I don't know if you have a house in the center of Madrid. Well, ask me. Oh, Richard, do you have a house in the center of Madrid? in the center of Madrid? A house? No, I have a flat. A flat, un piso. A house is un chalet. In English, house is chalet. Okay? O genéricamente, mi hogar, my house, my home. No, I don't have a house in the center of Madrid. I have a flat in the center of Madrid. Now, do you know if I have any brothers and sisters? I think, I don't remember. No, I don't know if you have any brothers and sisters. Well, ask me. Do you have any brothers and sisters? Yes, I do. I have one sister. All right. Do you know if she speaks Spanish? No, I don't know if your sister speaks Spanish. I don't know if she speaks Spanish. Speaks Spanish. Well, ask me. Does she speak Spanish? Who? Well, your sister. Ah. Could you repeat the question, please? Of course. Does your sister speak Spanish? Could you repeat, please? Does your sister speak Spanish? No, she doesn't. Do you know if she's married? No, I don't know if she's married. I don't know if she's married. Well, ask me. Is your sister married? Yes, she is. Do you know if my sister works? I imagine she does. I imagine she does, but of course I don't know. Well, ask me if she works. Ask me if she works. Ask me if she works. Does your sister work? Yes, she does. Yeah. Do you know if she has a car? I imagine she does, but I'm not sure. So no, I don't know if she has a car or not. I don't know if she has a car or not. Well, ask me. Does your sister have a car? Good, repeat please. Does your sister have a car? Does your sister have a car? Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Do you know if she comes to Spain very often? Richard, I have no idea. I don't know if your sister comes to Spain often or not. I really don't know. I have no idea. Do you expect me to know these things? No, but do you know if she comes or not? I don't know if she comes to Spain or not. Well, ask me. Well, does she come to Spain often? No, she doesn't. It's very expensive and very far. So she doesn't come to Spain very often. Okay? No more questions. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Hello everyone, I am Natasha, your teacher, and I'm here with a very special student. Her name is Bilal. How are you, Bilal?
Fine, thank you. And you, Natasha?
Very, very good. How many classes have you had? ¿Has tenido durante? Muchísimos.
Yes, a lot of classes.
A lot of classes, but she's improved. You've improved, haven't you?
Yes, I think so.
I think so too.
I'm studying a lot.
Good, that's very good, okay?
Yes.
And I can tell, okay, lo noto, I can tell that she's improved. I'm sure you've improved too. They've improved, haven't they?
I'm sure.
I'm sure. Okay, we're going to review everything you saw in the previous class, okay? We're going to review 2 different points, okay? The first point is park plus prepositions, aparcar más preposiciones, and the second point is I don't know if, okay? Let's start with the first one, okay? Park, the verb park, okay? In the present, okay, every day I park, and let's see if Bilal knows the past. Yesterday,
I parked.
very good. Yesterday I parked, como si fuera con un sonido de una T, okay? Parked. Okay, we're also going to practice different prepositions, okay? Next to, near, in front of, opposite, behind, and so on, okay? Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, we're going to start off with a translation list, okay?
Okay.
Él aparcó su coche enfrente de la oficina cuando fue a trabajar. Very long.
Yes, he parked his car opposite
Very good.
the office when he came.
When he went to work.
When he went to work.
Very good. One more time.
He parked his car opposite the office.
The office.
The
Porque empieza
office,
con una O,
es
okay?
verdad.
Con una vocal.
The office when he went to work.
Very good. He parked his car opposite the office when he went to work, okay? Opposite the office, okay? Enfrente, en realidad es opposite, okay? No in front of, que es la siguiente frase, okay? Ella aparcó su coche delante del mío.
He parked.
Ella.
No, she parked her car in front of mine.
Very, very good. I'm very happy. She parked her car in front of mine, okay? The next one is for you at home, okay? Ellos casi siempre aparcan su coche cerca del cine. Very good. They almost always park their car near the cinema, okay? Mucho cuidado, okay? Near y después no es near to, ni near of, ni near nada. Es near y directamente el sitio, okay? So they almost always park their car near the cinema, okay? Pilar, can you repeat this?
They almost always park
Their
car near the cinema.
Very, very good. Okay, we're going to move on to the next point, okay? We're going to study I don't know if, okay? So I'm going to ask you many, many, many different questions and you always say, I don't know. I don't know if, whatever, okay?
Okay.
So do you know if he likes tuna?
I don't know if he likes tuna.
Very good. What is tuna?
Atún.
Atún, very good, okay? So I don't know if he likes tuna, okay? I don't know if he likes tuna. Okay, very good. The next one is for you at home, okay? Do you know if I walk to the studio? Do you know if I walk to the studio? Very good. No, I don't know if you walk to the studio. I don't know if you walk to the studio. What is to walk?
Si vienes andando al estudio.
Very good, okay? Ir andando a un sitio directamente decimos walk somewhere, okay? Run somewhere, okay? Are you ready for the next one? Do you know if she's watching TV?
I don't know if she's watching TV.
Very good. The next one is for you as well, okay? Do you know if he lives near here?
I don't know if he lives near here.
Very good. And remember, near, and we don't add anything else, okay? Near here, okay? The next one is for you at home. Do you know if she passed the exam? Do you know if she passed the exam? Very good. No, I don't know if she passed the exam, okay? Are you ready for the next one?
Yes, I am.
Very good. Do you know if he's coming to the party?
I don't know if he's coming to the party.
Very good. Coming, okay? As if it were an A, como si fuera una A. Coming, not coming, okay? Pilar, can you repeat that?
No, I don't know if he's coming to the party.
Very good. Okay, the next one, okay? Do you know if they work in that building? Do you know if they work in that building? Very good. Let's see if Pilar can answer.
No, I don't know if they live.
If they work?
If they work in a building.
In that building.
In that building.
Exactly. One more time.
No, I don't know if they work in that building.
Very good. Work, okay? Como si fuera una E realmente. Work, okay? Work. If they work in that building, como si fuera B-I-L, building, okay? Let's get Pilar to repeat one more time.
No, I don't know if they work in that building.
Very good, okay? Do you know if I went out last night?
No, I don't know if you went out last night.
Very good, okay? Thank you very much, Pilar. You did a great job. And thank you at home, okay? Remember to study, to practice, to speak, to read, to review everything. And I'll see you next time. Bye.
All right. Question, do you know if there's any water in this cup? Do you know if there is any water in this cup? No, Richard, I don't know if there's any water in that cup, but I imagine there is. Well, ask me. ¿Qué pesado eres? You're a pain in the neck, un dolor en el cuello, que es lo que decimos para un pesado. Richard, you're a pain in the neck. También se puede decir pain aquí abajo también, a pain in the ass. pero más fino, pain in the neck. Ask me if there's any water in this cup. Come on. Ya te lo pregunté. I already asked you. Well, ask me again. Again, please. Richard, is there any water in that cup? Yes, there is. Okay. Ask me if I'm going to change to camera 1 now. Richard, are you going to change to camera 1? Well, of course I'm going to change to camera 1. That's a silly question. You know every day I change to camera 1. Maria gets angry if I don't, so I have to change. So let's change, please. All right. Are you there? Okay. Now, ask me if this pen belongs to me. Richard, does that pen belong to you? Yes, it does. Do you know if I take this pen home? Do you know if I take this pen home after the class? No, Richard, I don't know if you take that pen home after the class. Well, ask me. Ask me if I take this pen home after the class. Richard, I have a question. Shoot. Dispara, amigo. Shoot. Do you take that pen home? This pen? Yes, that pen. Do you take that pen home after the class? No, I don't. I leave it here. Okay. Now ask me if the world turns. Does the world turn? Se gira sobre su eje, yes. The world turns. Okay. Ask me, well, do you know if the Earth is a planet? Well, yes, of course, I know if the Earth is a planet. It's a planet. Now, do you know if the Earth is bigger than Venus? No, I'm not sure. I don't know if the Earth is bigger than Venus. Well, ask me. Qué bien, astronomía ahora, no inglés. Excuse me, Richard, is the Earth bigger than Venus? Venus, no, it's not. Venus is bigger than the Earth. Venus is a little bigger than the Earth. Do you know if Mars is bigger than the Earth? No, Richard, I don't know if Mars is bigger than the Earth. Well, ask me. Richard, is Mars bigger than the Earth? No, it's not. Mars is smaller than the Earth. Okay. And do you know if Neptune has life? No, I don't know if Neptune has life. Si tiene vida, si hay vida en Neptuno. I don't know. Well, ask me. Does Neptune have life? I don't know. I don't think so, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe there are some organic compounds, organic elements on Neptune. I don't know. I don't think so, but I'm not 100% sure. Do you know if Maria is from Almeria? No, I don't know if Maria is from Almeria. Probably not. Are you sure? No, I'm not sure. Well, ask me. Is Maria from Almeria? Yes, she is. Yes, she is. She's from Almeria. And she has an Andalusian accent. Esto. Yes, she has an Andalusian accent. Okay. Now, do you know if Maria works in another place after this program? Nope. I don't know if Maria works somewhere else. Qué bien. Me gusta más somewhere else que another place. Repeat. No, I don't know if Maria works somewhere else after this show. Well, ask me. Richard, does Maria work somewhere else after this show? Yes, she does. Do you know where? Well, of course, I don't know where. Well, ask me. Where does she work after this show? She works in a disco. Yeah. Yeah. Do you know what she does in the disco? No, I don't know what she does in the disco. I don't know what she does. ¿Cómo lo voy a saber? How am I going to know what she does in the disco? I have no idea. Well, ask me. Richard, what does Maria do? What does Maria do in the disco? She's the bouncer. She's what? She's the bouncer. Bouncer? What does that mean? How do you say bouncer in Spanish? I don't know. But she's the person in the door who decides if you can go in or not. She's strong. I think you say gorilla? The gorilla? Yeah, Maria's the bouncer. Yeah, she's strong. Woof, you need to be careful. Is that true? Well, ask me if it, do you know if that's true or not? I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. You tell me she's the bouncer. And you're Richard, you're the teacher, so the teacher always tells the truth. Of course. Yes, it's true. All right. Do you know what time she finishes at night? No, I don't know what time she finishes. Well, ask me. Richard, what time does she finish? She finishes around 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. And do you know if she's going to come here tomorrow? No, I don't know if she's going to come here tomorrow. Well, ask me. Is Maria going to come to the studio tomorrow? Yes, she is. Do you know if I'm going to see her tomorrow? Let's see. I don't know, Richard. I don't know if probably, but of course I don't know for sure. I don't know 100%. I don't know for sure if you're going to see her tomorrow or not. I don't know. I have no idea. ¿Cómo lo voy a saber yo? How am I going to know? By asking me, preguntándomelo. By asking me, ask me. Richard, are you going to see Maria tomorrow here in the studio? Yes, I am. I'm going to see her tomorrow in the studio. In the morning, after she finishes in the disco. Okay. I'll be back in just a few minutes after our sponsors. Okay, welcome back. Do you know if I'm going to come here tomorrow? No, Richard, I don't know if you're going to come here tomorrow. Well, ask me if I'm going to come here tomorrow. Richard, are you going to come here tomorrow? Yes, I am. Dios mediante. God willing, de Dios disponiendo. Yes, I'm going to come here tomorrow, God willing. Si Dios quiere, decís aquí. Okay. Ask me, well, do you know if camera number 2 is giving us problems? No, Richard, I don't know if camera number 2 is giving you problems. Well, ask me. Come on, ask me. Richard, is camera number 2 giving you problems? Yes. Camera number 2 is giving us a lot of problems, but not right now. Thank God, thank God. Okay, thank you. I'll be back in just a few minutes.
Hello everyone, my name is Layla. I'm here with Esther today. Esther, how are you doing?
Fine, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. All right, so today we're going to do a class with do you know plus if plus subject plus the verb. Okay? I know it sounds like a really long structure, but it's really easy and you will familiarize yourself with it in no time. Okay? Are you ready to practice?
Yes, let's go.
All right, great. Okay, I love the enthusiasm.
Yes.
Okay, so at home, remember to just always practice out loud. Okay, so say it as many times as possible and always out loud. Okay? All right, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know if he likes cheese?
No, I don't know if you like cheese.
Do you know if he likes cheese?
I don't know if he likes cheese.
Okay, now the don't.
I don't know if he likes cheese.
Good. Okay, so remember the pronunciation of do and not contracted. Don't. Okay, it's not don't, it's don't. Okay, now say it one more time for me.
I don't know if he likes cheese.
There you go. Fantastic. Ask me if I know if you live nearby.
No. You.
So ask me if I know if you live nearby.
Do you know if I live nearby?
I don't know if you live nearby. I don't think you live nearby. Do you live nearby?
No, I don't live nearby. I don't live nearby.
There you go, okay? Good. Ask me if I know if your neighbor makes a lot of noise.
Do you know if my neighbor makes a lot of noise?
Okay, what do you want to know?
You want to know if my neighbor,
If I know.
if I know,
You want to know if I know, right?
yes, you want to know, no.
You want to know if I know if your neighbor.
I want to know if you know if my neighbor makes a lot of noise.
Okay, good. That one was tricky, okay? That one was tricky, but look at no problem. Fantastic,
Yes.
okay? Now I will ask you, does your neighbor make a lot of noise?
No, he doesn't make a lot of noise.
Oh, a lot of?
Noise.
Noise. Noise.
Noise.
Okay, good. All right. Do you know if it will rain tomorrow? Okay, so now we can talk about the different weather situations. Do you know if it will rain tomorrow?
No, I don't know if it will rain tomorrow.
I
I don't know if it will rain tomorrow.
Okay, now it will, we can contract, right? And we can say it'll. I don't know if it'll. A lot of people have problems pronouncing this, so it's like Italy but without the Y. Okay, so you say Italy, take out the Y. It'll.
It'll.
There you go. Okay, it's a
Yes.
little trick for you. Okay, now one more time.
I don't know if it'll rain tomorrow.
Good. Okay, now just say it a little bit more naturally.
I don't know if it'll rain tomorrow.
Okay, good. You didn't say the T though.
Yeah, don't. I don't know if it'll rain tomorrow.
Okay, good. Now remember at home, you always have to be practicing out loud. Okay, so when Esther and I say it, when I ask her at home, out loud, okay? And repeat it many times. Do you know if it'll snow tomorrow?
I don't know. I don't know if it'll.
Don't worry.
It'll.
Okay, remember the trick I taught
Yes.
you. Okay, so say the country.
I don't know if it'll rain. If it snow tomorrow.
If it'll snow.
Tomorrow.
Okay, good. So what's the trick? Remember, Italy, take out the Y. If
it'll snow tomorrow.
there you go. Okay. Do you know if it'll hail tomorrow? Okay, do you know what hail is?
No.
Hail is when little balls of ice come from the sky.
Oh, yes.
Okay?
Yes.
And in Spanish it's?
Granizo.
There you go. Okay. So, do you know if it'll hail tomorrow?
No, I don't know if it'll hail tomorrow.
Hail.
Hail tomorrow.
Okay, it's.
Yes.
Do you want to ask me something?
No.
Okay, it's H-A-I-L. Okay, to hail. All right. Do you know if it'll sleet tomorrow? Sleet.
Sleep.
To sleet is the cross between rain and snow.
Yes.
Okay, so a mix of rain and snow we call sleet.
Mhm.
All right. So do you know if it'll sleet tomorrow?
No, I don't know if it'll sleet tomorrow.
Okay, if it'll sleet.
If it'll sleet tomorrow.
Okay, now just say that one more time for me.
I don't know if it'll sleet tomorrow.
Okay, good, but you're not saying the T. I don't.
I don't know if it'll sleet tomorrow.
Okay, sleet. It's S-L-E-E-T.
Yes.
Sleet. Okay. Do you know if it'll freeze tomorrow?
No, I don't know if it'll freeze tomorrow.
Freeze.
Freeze tomorrow.
Okay. Do you know if it'll be tremendously hot tomorrow?
No, I don't know if it'll be tremendously hot tomorrow.
If it'll be tremendously hot tomorrow. One more time.
I don't know if it'll be tremendously hot tomorrow.
Okay, good. Tremendously. I'm making you work there, huh?
Yes.
Okay, so tremendously, right? Tremendamente, tremendously hot tomorrow. Okay, now when we say this, we can link the T with the T. Hot tomorrow. Okay, now I want you to just say that sentence for me one more time.
Yes, I don't know if it'll freeze. No.
If it'll be.
If it'll be tremendously hot tomorrow.
Good. Okay, so what doesn't she know? She doesn't know if it'll be tremendously hot tomorrow. Okay, good. All right. Do you know if a new George Clooney movie will come out next week?
If I know,
Do you know?
yes, I know if it'll be.
Okay, so I know. Let me
Yes.
ask you again. Do you know if a new George Clooney movie will come out next week?
Yes, I know.
You know? It come out. So come out is like when the first time a movie is shown, we say come out.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes, I know if a new George Clooney movie will come out next week.
Next week? Yeah, are you sure?
Yes.
Yeah, a new movie. The first time it's going to be shown.
Yes. No?
Yeah? Okay, all right. Okay, I didn't know, but she does. She's a big George Clooney fan.
Yes.
Just in case you didn't know. Okay, so yeah, she knows. She's more informed than I am. So what does she know? She knows if a new George Clooney movie will come out. Okay, so that's the phrasal verb that we use para cuando sale una película. Will come out next week. Okay, do you know if a new Brad Pitt movie will come out next year?
Next year. No, I don't know if a new Brad Pitt movie will come out next year.
When?
Will come out next year.
Next
Next
year.
year.
Next.
Next year.
Okay, good. All right. I have no idea either.
No.
Okay. So we don't know if a new Brad Pitt movie will come out next year. Okay. Well done. Okay. That's all the time we have for today. So I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.
All right. Do you know what's on in Madrid next week? This coming weekend? What's on in Madrid? What's on in Bilbao? What's on in Seville? What's on in Barcelona? What's on in New York? ¿Qué hay en la cartelera de actividades, acciones, cosas que se puede hacer uno? Ocio. Yes, leisure time. We're going to talk for a few minutes about leisure time or leisure time, depending if you're British or American Canadian. Camera one, please. Okay, leisure. Escrita leisure, E-I al principio. Leisure in America and Canada. Leisure in the United Kingdom and Ireland. In Australia and New Zealand, I don't know. Probably leisure. The Aussies and the Kiwis son los neozelandeses, usually use the British forms. Okay, now. The leisure industry, things you can do in your free time. Now, there are quite a few things. Hay bastantes cosas. In a city like Madrid or Barcelona or Valencia, etc., a big city, there are many things you can do. And a typical question is, well, what's on in Madrid? ¿Qué hay en oferta? What's on in the cinema, in the movie theater? I want to see a movie. I want to see a film. Yeah. Well, what kind of film do you want to see? I want to see an action movie. Yes, with Schwarzenegger or with Stallone. I want to see an action movie. Yeah. Well, is there an action movie on in Madrid? What's on in Madrid? What's on in Barcelona? Is there an action movie? Yes, there are quite a few. Hay bastantes películas de acción. There are quite a few action movies. But me, I don't like action films. I prefer other kinds of films. En español creo que diríais, no, me gusta otra clase de películas. Me gusta otro tipo de películas. Creo que en español películas iría en plural, pero tipo o clase seguiría en singular. No quiero ver una película de acción, quiero buscar, no me gustan ese tipo de película. Quiero otra clase de películas. En inglés pluralizamos todo. Prefiero otras clases de películas, todo. I prefer other kinds of films. It's important. Well, important. It's very clear. We always use the plural. I prefer other kinds of films. I don't want to see action films. What's on in Madrid besides action films? Well, we can go and see a horror movie. A horror movie that's scary. Da miedo. Yeah. A scary film. We can go see a horror, película de horror. Decimos en inglés, no de terror. Okay? We can see a horror film. Ooh, I don't like horror films. I don't like horror movies. They're very scary. They scare me. I don't like to go. I close my eyes. I cover my eyes in horror films. So, what's on in Madrid or Barcelona besides action films and horror films? Well, there's some romance films, some love stories. Yuck, no. Empalagoso. I don't want to see a love story. Come on. It's too sweet. Okay, it makes me sick. I prefer something different. So I don't want to see any love stories or romantic films, sentimental movies. No, thank you. What else is on? What else is on? What's on in Madrid besides horror films, action films, and love stories or romantic or sentimental films? Well, we have westerns. There's some westerns. Westerns, like John Wayne. Yeah, there's some good westerns now. Del Oeste, with cowboys and Indians and the cavalry, la séptima, de caballería. No, I don't like westerns. I don't want to watch any westerns. I don't want to see a western. What else? What's on in Madrid besides westerns, horror films, action films, and love stories? Well, let's see. There's some science fiction films. Science fiction. Ciencia ficción. Yes. Science fiction films. Yeah. Like Avatar. I don't like science fiction, Richard. You don't like science fiction? No, not really. Nah. I don't want to see a science fiction film. What else is on in Madrid? What's on in Madrid? Come on. What's on in Madrid besides horror films, besides science fiction, besides action films, besides love stories, and besides the other I can't remember? What else is on in Madrid? What's on in Madrid? Let's see. We have some suspense films. Give me an example. Give me an example. Bueno, para poner un ejemplo. To give you an example. A detective story. Yes? A murder mystery. Wow. Asesinato. I like that. Siempre que no sea, just as long as it's not a horror film. Okay? A murder mystery, like Agatha Christie. Well, similar, yes, with suspense. Action and suspense and mystery. That sounds interesting. Yeah? Yes? And are there many films in the city now? Well, looking at what's on in Madrid, let's see, we have 2 suspense films. And who are the actors? Well, in one, there's Gene Hackman, and in the other, there's Harrison Ford. Which do you prefer? I don't care. You choose. Well, we can see both. We can see one tomorrow, and we can. Pero cuando es afirmativo, podemos, we can, la palabra can, pesa muy poco. Y we can go, we can see, we can do, casi suena a fin de semana, we can. ¿Qué podemos hacer? Lo podemos hacer este fin de semana. We can do it this weekend. So we can see both films. We can see the first one tomorrow, and we can see the next one the day after tomorrow. The day after tomorrow. Pasado mañana. Se dice el día después de mañana. Así siempre. Okay? The day after tomorrow. So we can see both films. Yes, but which one do you want to see first? I don't care. What do you mean you don't care? It's important. Which film do you want to see first? The one with Gene Hackman or the one with Harrison Ford? I don't care. Well, for me, it doesn't matter either. Oh, what a dilemma. Making decisions is so difficult. I'll make a decision during my break. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Hello, my name's Carly. Nice to see you again. Before we start with vocabulary, I want to introduce my guest. Pilar, how are you?
Fine, thank you. And you?
I'm fine, thank you. If you're ready, we're going to look at the 5 new words of the day.
Okay.
Vocabulary, you can help me. All right, guys, 5 new vocabulary words of the day. As always, there's no point in learning vocabulary if you don't pronounce it properly. So let's focus on the pronunciation and the intonation of the words. With Pilar, we can practice. So the first 5 words of the day. The first one, how do you say perhaps in Spanish?
Quizás.
Quizás, good, or tal vez, things like that, right? Perhaps, so you have the H. Perhaps, perhaps, tell me.
Perhaps.
Good, one more time.
Perhaps.
Good, and you at home, make sure that the H has a little bit of, all right, perhaps. Perhaps I'll go there. It's a synonym of maybe. If you prefer maybe, no problem, they're the same. Perhaps I'll go there, maybe I'll go there. All right, that's your new word. The second one, how do you say loser in Spanish?
Perdedor.
All right, it's not very nice, all right? It can be an insult.
Yes.
He's a loser. Or he lost the game, he's the loser. Loser. Now, loser, the S sounds like a Z. Loser. So it's not looser, loser. Loser. Tell me.
Loser.
Good with the Z. One more time.
Loser.
Excellent. So at home, careful. Loose es suelto. We don't want to say that. We want to say lose, perder. Loser as a Z. Loser. Very good. Now don't use that as an insult. All right, the third word. How do you say quite in Spanish?
Quite. Bastante.
Good. So it's quite hot. It's quite hot. Bastante. Good. Quite. Tell me.
Quite.
Very good. Quite. So we have quiet, right? Callado is quiet or quite. Quite. It sounds like a W. Quite. One more time.
Quite.
Perfect. Very good. All right, the fourth one. How do you say less than in Spanish?
Menos que.
Good. Less than. So less than. Menos que, less than. Is a bit hard. It's not like 1, 2, 3. It's less than. Tell me.
Is less than.
Good. It's less than. One more time.
It's less than.
Excellent. Very good. So less than, less than. Good. And the last one, I think this one's tricky. I'm going to ask you for the pronunciation. How do you say equipaje in English?
Baggage.
Ooh, Pilar, very good. Good pronunciation. Baggage. All right, so you have 2 G's and a G at the end. Baggage. Baggage. Yeah?
Okay.
It looks scarier than it is. Baggage, no. Baggage. Baggage, with the emphasis on the first syllable. Baggage. Tell me.
Baggage.
Good. And baggage and luggage are similar. Luggage and baggage are the same. They both are uncountable, right? My baggage is over there. Uncountable. It's the same as equipaje. Very good, guys. The 5 words of the day. Keep practicing them and keep focusing on the pronunciation. All right. Today, we are going to talk about el ocio. In English, how would you describe el ocio? What do you think? We have some options. We could say like your leisure time,
yes.
right? What you do on the weekend is your leisure time or your free time, entertainment. But we're going to practice the expression, what's on? What's on? And I'll give you an example. I don't know, ¿cuáles películas están en el cine? What's on at the cinema?
Huh?
What's on at the cinema, right? So basically, what movies are on at the cinema? What's on? All right?
Okay.
You comfortable with that? You comfortable with that? We're going to practice some questions. Don't worry. So ask me, what's on at the cinema in Madrid?
What's on the cinema?
At the cinema.
What's on at the cinema in Madrid?
Very good. So what's on at the cinema in Madrid? New movies are on at the cinema in Madrid.
Okay.
So new movies are on. You can ask, what's on at the theater?
What's on at the theater?
Perfect. A play by Shakespeare is on at the theater.
Okay.
Yeah, so what's on means, for example, ask me what's on television.
What's on television?
You can say what's on television or what's on television. As you
Okay.
said. Good. Repeat with 2 ons.
What's on television?
Excellent. Or what's on TV, if you prefer. What's on TV? So you're asking what the shows or what the movies or what the performances are at the cinema, on TV, on the internet, at the theater, etc. Yeah?
Okay.
All right, good. So
Okay.
what's on television tonight?
It's a movie.
There's a movie.
There's a movie.
Good.
on
There's a
TV.
movie on TV. So I say what's on, you say there's a movie. What's on at the cinema?
There are some movies.
Exactly. There are some new movies, right? There are some Hollywood movies, perhaps.
Okay.
Right? There are some American movies. There are lots of movies on at the cinema. So if you say what's on, you're asking what's happening at that place. Ask me what's on Broadway.
What's on Broadway?
Very good, because Broadway's a road, right? So on Broadway, because it's on the street. Lots of new theater shows are on Broadway.
Okay.
Or another word for theater shows?
Plays?
Plays, perfect. You could say lots of plays are on Broadway, or lots of musicals
Okay.
are on Broadway. Are there any musicals on in London?
Yes, there are some musicals in London.
On?
On
in
London.
On in
Ah,
London.
okay.
Yeah, one more time.
There are some musicals on in London.
Perfect, good. So if I ask you what's on, you're going to say, she means movies, she means television shows, theater, play, etc. Yeah?
Okay.
Now, let's talk about movies. All right, let's talk about different types of movies. Ask me if I like horror movies.
Do you like horror movies?
No, I really don't like horror movies. Do you?
No, I don't like them.
Me either. Good. Now, we don't say terror. This is probably a common error. We don't say terror, we say horror. Horror.
Okay.
Terror, it's terrible. That movie was terrible, but it wasn't scary. So we say horror for scary and terrible for really bad. Yeah?
Okay.
Ask me if I like comedy movies.
Do you like comedy movies?
Excellent, good. Yes, I like comedy, not comic, comedy. Comedy movies. I like comedy movies. By the way, what's another word for movies?
Films.
Excellent, good. So you choose British English, American English. British English is films, American English are movies. You choose
Okay.
what you prefer. Everyone understands both of them. All right, what's your favorite type of movie?
Comedies
Comedy is perfect.
is my preferred type of movies.
Excellent, her preferred type or her favorite type. Ask me if I like drama movies.
Do you like drama movies?
Sometimes I like drama movies. It depends on the movie and the actors.
Okay.
Very good. Now, if you watch drama movies in English, that would be good because they talk a lot. So that would be good practice for your listening comprehension. Maybe if you watch action movies, there's too much noise and not enough conversation. So think about that when you're studying. Do you like action movies?
Yes, I like action movies.
Excellent, good. Do you like sci-fi movies?
I don't know what sci-fi.
Science fiction.
Ah,
Science fiction. Personally, I don't like sci-fi movies either. All right, so if you hear what's on, now you know what it means. Take care.
Okay, congratulations. Class 176 is now history for me. I hope it's not history for you because you have the opportunity. As always, I tell you all the time, you have the opportunity to see it again, maybe this weekend on television, a repetition, maybe later today in a repetition, or maybe on the internet if you have the password. Do you have a password to watch all of these programs on the internet? If you don't have a password, it means that you're not an official student, which means that you probably can't take advantage of this program as much as the official students. But whatever the case, English requires a lot of work, a lot of study, a lot of love. Everything, todo de valor en la vida exige un poco de amor o mucho de amor. Y cuanto más amas mi idioma, más rápidamente te haces con ello. So, good luck with your English. I'll see you again tomorrow.